Thinking about you, yeah. What's goody team? What's goody team? Welcome to tonight's session for October 27th, 2025. Hope you guys had a great day today so far. We're gonna get into this pretty quick. These last couple sessions I've been taking my time at starting, and I think yesterday's session we talked for like an hour before we even started the session. So we'll just give everybody till 7:05. We'll give everybody a few minutes to join, and then we will get started right away. A lot of moves today, guys. Right, pretty much. I woke up at around 3:30, 4 a.m. last night. Um, got on the charts, looked at everything. I didn't really see anything that I liked. Everything had hit STP ADR by that time as well. Um, something else that I want you guys to start focusing on, even though we talk about this a lot, but not as much as I should. Um, this week we have FOMC. So there's two things that I kind of want to put out there. Is that the first thing is, on a usual week when there's FOMC or very high impact news towards the end of the week, we usually see Sunday and Monday is very tame, right? We wouldn't see as much volume come into the chart like we usually do, right? That's why you saw like GJ, for example. GJ today pretty much didn't really make a move. It was just consolidating. There were some other pairs that were very similar to that. But the second thing I want to say is, again, as of right now, the government is still shut down. With that being the case, what are the odds that FOMC is going to do anything this week? Right? We've seen it this entire week, right? All the news that was, or we've seen it pretty much this entire month, right? All the news that was supposed to come out, there was some news that didn't really come out. There were some news days where the news would come out, but there's no volume in the market. There's nothing out of the ordinary, right? Because when we're thinking about it in numbers, whenever there's FOMC or CPI or not or non-farm, to give an example, what AUSD is the chart that we have pulled up. This is a chart that moves 53 pips on a day-to-day basis, right? On average, 53 pips. But on a news day, we could see a pair like AUD-USD. Yeah, it moves on average, right? ADR, average daily range of 50 pips. But on a day where we have high impact news, it could move 70, 80, 90 pips, even 100 pips. And the fact that we haven't really seen that this entire month, where price has just been moving in the range that it's supposed to be moving in, I'm not really expecting anything too crazy to come out with the FOMC for later this week. So, just keep that in mind. Be very cautious either way, even though the government is still shut down. If the government is still shut down by the end of the week, by the time FOMC hits, still proceed with caution when you take those trades. I'm here. What's goody, Kendall? As always, guys, we'll be going over the pairs that you see on the right hand side with the red flag next to their name, starting off with AUD-USD, finishing off with US oil. We will be going in order from the top to the bottom, starting off with the daily time frame, going to the 4-hour, then going to the 30-minute. Again, this is the first isolation session for the week. So there shouldn't be too much to talk about. There shouldn't be too much to update. We'll just go through these pairs one by one. If there's something to talk about, we'll talk about it. If there's really nothing to talk about, then we'll skip it, go to the next one. I'm going to try to do tonight's session in less than 45 minutes. I know these last couple sessions we've had, they've been pretty long. So we're going to go ahead and kind of cut it short for a little bit today. Let me go ahead and post this in the Discord too. Yo, Kendo, Justin Bieber is streaming, bro. Let me tell you, I was just watching that for like 20 minutes. I got home and I turned that on. He's in the studio, just like, it's crazy, bro. That shit is wild how these motherfuckers be making music, yo. Making the beat from scratch, liking what the beat is, sitting down, fucking just saying anything inside of the mic. That shit is crazy. I think that's gonna be my next profession in the next 10 to 15 years. I'm gonna have to sit down with Mackie and be like, yo, that ass, like, I wanna start making music. Fuck it. I don't know why I just cracked open this Red Bull. I didn't want to drink it until later. Bro, I got this sty in my eye, and it's like the first time I got a sty was like what 3, 4 months ago. But how I know I got one, like I don't know how to explain this. So like very often, I'm not gonna say like all the time or like twice a month. No, like but often, like very at least twice a year, 3 times a year, my fucking eyelashes start hurting. But that's all that happens, and after 2, 3 days it goes away. Cool, very normal. The last time it happened to me, I grew a fucking sty in my eye, and it was in the middle of the eye, and it fucking hurt. And it was the same thing. I felt like my eyelashes hurt, and after like a day or two, I actually saw the bump, whatever. Yesterday, I felt my fucking eyelashes hurt again, but this time it's not in the middle, where it usually is. It hurts on the left side of my eye, like on the left side of my left eye, and like it hurts when I blink. I don't feel a ball yet. It's just very sore. So I'm hoping that I don't get a sty, or at least that is not visible. But this just sucks, yo. I fucking hate it. I can't open my eye. Like the more I open my eyes, the more it hurts. When I close my eyes like shut, like when they're closed normal, it doesn't hurt. But if I like squint, like if I do pressure on the eye, it hurts. So I have to keep my eye like half open, half closed. Like, I look fucking twisted. I'll be okay. It's so cold. I'm gonna put some socks on real quick, guys. My bad. I said I was gonna start. We're already off to a bad start, man. Taking my sweet ass time. Can't even see, it's mad dark in here. I think these are socks. Yes, these are Halloween socks. Perfect. Just gonna put my socks on real quick and then we'll get started. Any questions, guys? Any trades you guys took today that you want me to go over? Any specific questions you guys have? Let me know. Again, if nobody has any questions in the chat, I'm literally gonna go through the charts like if I was doing it on my own. So throughout the stream, while we're doing the breakdowns, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. If you need me to slow down, if you need me to repeat something, if you want me to go over a specific pair, just let me know. That's what I'm here for. Use this time wisely, guys, please. Oh, man. I needed a stretch. That was great. Kendo, any questions, my brother? Anything at all, let me know. I'm actually gonna DM Mackie right now. Alright, no questions in the chat? Fine. I didn't want to answer your guys' questions anyway, man. You guys are Albert Einstein of trading, I swear. Alright, again, guys, I'm gonna go through this like if I was doing my charts on my own. Again, since there's no questions in the chat, I'm gonna be reading the Discord chat too. You know, somebody had told me they were gonna be in the Discord asking questions. They'll be watching, but not in the chat. So, yo, it's freezing in here. I might have to go turn down the AC for a second. Yo, give me 1 minute. Holy hell, I'm fucking freezing. And it goes on the tune. Got your shoes are on the floor. Got your pictures on the wall. Like, just give me a beat, bro, and I'll be coming up with some crazy ass lyrics, yo. I'll make the next upcoming single, the blow up single. What's your shit called? Whatever, bro. No. Alright, guys, so AU, we are in A2. We're looking for the last and final push down to the bottom into level 3. We know price gave us a lower low, and we're just looking for that lower high to be set. We know this lower high is going to be set once we go down into the lower time frames and we start seeing lower lows and lower highs. As we go down into the lower time frames, now we're on the 4-hour time frame, we can still see price on an uptrend, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high. Price came down, gave us a higher low, tapped into our daily engulfing candle, gave us a double bottom, and now we can start seeing price pushing back to the top side. We have 2 weeks where price has given us 2 weeks of no net, right? Just pretty much price moving sideways. Let's update this because technically this is a rise because of that gap. So weekly rise, counter trend. And we know that at the start of the week, price gave us a gap in the market. And just to make sure everybody's on the same page, remember that everything is color coordinated on our stream, on our charts. The 4-hour highs and lows are going to be blue. The daily highs and lows are going to be gray. And the 30-minute highs and lows are going to be red. Right, so right now we still know that we're moving counter trend. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. And on the 30-minute, price went from the higher high into a higher low. Right, price moving from a higher high into a higher low is downtrend movement. So you go down into the 30-minute, and this is the reason why we could start seeing price making lower lows and lower highs, because price was making lower lows and lower highs, moving from the higher high into the higher low, right? And as price gave us that last that last push that gave us the higher low on the 4-hour time frame, price gave us a zone of consolidation, and today price gave us that change of character, higher high back to the top side, right? So again, we're just putting all the pieces together, guys, right? It's very, very simple to avoid being in the fake outs, right? Avoid getting into trades early, especially if you know market structure. Like, we see it. I don't understand. Like, this is the most simplest thing in trading, is just being able to see where you're at and what price is doing, right? You already know price gave you a lower low. Perfect. Price going from a lower low into a lower high. What are we seeing on the internal time frames? If price is going from a lower low to a lower high, that means price is pushing up, right? Once price gets to your lower high, what are you looking for? You're looking for price to start making your moves down to start making a lower low, right? And in order for you to start saying that you're in a lower high going into a lower low, you want to start seeing lower lows and lower highs. Did price ever do that? No. It made higher high, higher low. Right? Again, you go to the 30-minute time frame. You're going to see lower lows and lower highs on the 30-minute time frame because you're going from a higher high point into a higher low. Right? So we know that, okay, this push down to the bottom, these pushes to the bottom were just a pullback. Could you capitalize on taking trades on the pullback? Absolutely, you could. 100%. Right, 1,000%. So we're just gonna go ahead and update this. Now we know that we're trading between the change of character higher high. Right, so we're trading between here and here. This is where the break was given. Change this to blue. This is the change of character. We're trading lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price gave us these higher highs all the way up here. Now, again, everybody is always, it feels like everybody is scared of trading whenever there's gaps in the market. And there's nothing to be scared of, man. Gaps in the market are just another indicator, right? Gaps in the market are just an indicator to let you know that, hey, price is going to have to come down. Now, again, price doesn't have to come down right away. It doesn't have to fill the gap the same day that it was created. It doesn't have to fill it the same week. It doesn't have to fill it the same month. It could fill it months from now. It could fill it a year and a half from now. Right? It's just a target to understand that when we take those trades from the lower high going into the lower low, we know that price is going to reach these lows. Right? The same way that we know that if price continues these uptrend pushes and gives us a steeper pullback, which again on the daily time frame is just a steeper lower high, a higher lower high, we're expecting price to reach this 30-minute gap over here at these highs. Got cooked on AU, price never flipped, they made a lower low, lower high internally, just took it off the engulfing and exhaustion candles at the highs to fill the gap. Only had change, no confirmed trend even on the 1 minute. Yo, you gotta lock in. You gotta lock in. What time did you take the trade in? Let's go over it. Right. You said on the 1 minute? Let me see. So on the 1 minute time frame, 15-minute engulfing candle retest. Let's look for the engulfing first. That would be a little bit easier. Okay, so you took it at the fucking A, dude. You took it at 2 p.m. All right. Right, assuming this is the candle that you took it off, right? That's the only 15-minute engulfing candle that there was, right? There's nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, right? So you took it here. I was expecting a type 1 pattern. Took it at the open. So you took a bullish exhaustion candle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to join court for this one. Let's hear it. Alright, my friend, hit me with it. Yo.
Yo, yo.
Alright. The floor is yours, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Can you see the charts?
Yeah.
I was looking at this like a type 1 pattern because I was looking at this like a zone of consolidation and then up here.
Uh-huh.
And then I had this open candle marked up here. Mm. And then I was waiting for some type of like shift internally first before I just take it because we are at a higher high. And
Mm-hmm.
following the structure, I even drew it up with the arrow. And then once price had got here, open had gave us this right here, and then I was looking paying attention to like the EMAs, the 50 and the 200 start their cross. I did see that we induced the 800, but it is a open candle, and then once price had started to give us this move and came back up and gave us here, I was good flip. Then I was looking at like a shoulder head shoulder, possibly. And then yeah, no,
Mm, I got you. Um,
because like I was also paying attention to even these lows here, more so this one. I just had it marked up. I was also paying attention to these lows here, and then after that,
your first set of confirmation was just that first change of character that gave you the bounce off the 800.
right,
And not only that, it gave you the inducement too, right? Because that second leg is shorter than the first one, right? So it gave
right,
you the inducement, right? So technically speaking, that's it, right? Price gave you going back to where your arrows are, right? You had higher high,
right,
higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then price gave you lower low, change of character, lower high. Then it gave you an inducement, lower low. And then it started uptrending again. It made higher high, higher low, higher high, right? So it's like
and then I was even paying attention to once price that even got up here is like the higher highs and higher lows. And then once price it gave us this shift here again, that's what I was
just another change of character. Did the same thing
right
that it did a couple minutes ago.
here.
Literally
More
the exact same
trend.
thing.
Yeah. Because I was going back to on, I was going back to this trade you took here on oil when
Mhm.
we had sat through the zone of consolidation,
Mhm.
but price would give you a shoulder head shoulder and it gave retest. I think give you the move that you were looking for.
What's the difference
But
between what oil is? What's the difference between what oil did compared to what AUD/USD is doing?
oil was actually trending,
There you go.
and on AU I was at a higher high and didn't really have no trend
That's all it is.
internally. And like even if you didn't take it here, even if you waited, even one price they gave you just right here, this would I'm gonna take two. Yeah, because if price breaks these highs, then like that kind of invalidates this whole shoulder here, shoulder that we're
Mhm.
looking at. And yeah, because like even with this, like that was the main reason why I even had why this one caught my eye out of all gaps and stuff like that was
Mhm.
because of like this zone of consolidation here gave us the pushes to the highs. I was looking at like a type 1 pattern to eventually come back down and put a gap. Well, at least hit STP. I had STP marked up as well. STP it wasn't hit yet. Okay, hey, you could possibly give us that move that I'm. So I mean, like I did wait. I didn't just take the trade, just take it. Like no, like see, waiting, but it's just waiting for one thing is firm trend. You never really hit that. Even with this right here, I'm just another here in 1 minute.
Mhm. Yeah. It's like what we talked about yesterday, right? There's gonna be certain moments where getting into a trade too early is gonna bite you in the ass, and this is one of
Yeah,
those moments.
exactly.
Where you were anticipating instead of anticipating the move when it was while it's following the rules, you're anticipating the move before it even gives you a signal that we're turning around.
Right.
So with AU, gonna sit this one out. Could still be expecting price to give us a steeper pullback. We got the change of character on the 30-minute time frame. All the EMAs are above. We still got that gap, so we'll keep that in mind. But we'll wait for price to turn around, start giving us lower lows and lower highs before we start taking any trades. AUD CAD, we're in the first zone consolidation. A1 on a downtrend. We know that right now price is just stuck in a little zone of consolidation on the lower time frames. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these markings as well. I don't think we need these anymore. It's too much cluster on the chart. Here we have 2 weeks of no net. Nope, this one gave us a week of rise. Let's update this real quick. We still have that gap at the bottom of the market. Price is still giving us lower low and lower high. Price gave us lower low. Let's take a step back, bro. I hate this chart so much. We had lower low, higher high, lower low. Then price gave us lower high, lower low. Then price gave us a change of character. Price gave us a change of character, higher high. So let's mark this up real quick. Gave us an inducement of the low here, which then gave us this high over here. Which then this high gave us the change of character back to the top side. And now we know that we're trading between these lows over here. Pretty wide area, but is a good zone. And we're trading between this high over here. And then for today, price just moved sideways. We have 2 days where price gave us a no net. We still got that gap at the bottom. Price is still making higher highs and higher lows, so we'll be patient with AUD CAD as well. With Euro AUD. And again, guys, for those of you joining us now, I'm going through these pairs like if I was just marking up my charts on my own. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys need me to slow down, let me know. If you guys have any specific pairs that you want me to go over, let me know. If not, once again, we're pretty much going to get through this pretty quick. Again, I'll stop if you guys have a question. If not, we'll just get through this. So, Euro AUD, we are in level 3 on an uptrend. We're still in the middle of this zone of consolidation that we can see a little bit better on the 4-hour time frame. Turn the session breaks off real quick. We finished the week on a drop. Perfect. 30-minute time frame. We had higher high, higher low, higher high. Price is just still coming down. We had a no net on Friday. Price just moved sideways on Friday. And then for today, Monday, price gave us another no net. We still have that gap at the top of the market, so we'll be patient. If price gives us an inducement of the low and then we start seeing price making higher highs and higher lows, we know we could take those trades. Right now, price is still making lower lows and lower highs, so nothing to talk about on Euro AUD for right now. Skip it, go to the next one. And guys, really, this is how easy looking at your trades should be. Take a glance at them. You know, understand if there's something good to take. If there is, then you continue to look at that chart. You continue to mark it up. If there's nothing that looks appealing, then you let it go. EuroCAD is still on an uptrend. Right, we're still making higher highs and higher lows on the lower time frames. If we go down to the 4-hour, again, we still know higher high, higher low, higher high. Price came down, gave us a higher low. And now we're looking to see if price wants to continue these uptrend pushes back to the top side. For today, right, the end of the week last week gave us a 2 days of rise, we were expecting that third day push to the top side. Price did not give us that third day push. And we also finished, let's see if we finished on a drop or on a no net. We finished on a very slight drop. So close to being a no net. But we finished on a drop. Right? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. 53 pips is STP. And we did fucking 60. We did 62 pips before 4 in the morning. So I don't know about you guys. Anyway, we'll wait it out for EURUSD. Right, EURUSD right now is still, it's not one on my watch list where I'm keeping a very close eye on it, but it is a pair that I'm continuously just monitoring. The fact that we're trading at a higher low and we're looking forward to see, right, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. If price on the internal time frame starts giving us higher highs and higher lows, it gives us the change, it gives us the break. You know, especially if we could get price to break these highs here, we have clean traffic back to these highs over here. So we have a lot of trading left for the week. We'll be patient with it and we'll wait for the best opportunities to get into the trades. Euro USD, we are in level 2 on an uptrend. We're trading at a higher high. At this point, you know, we're pretty much just waiting it out. Waiting to see what price wants to do. Does it want to give us a steeper pullback? Does it want to just continue to make moves in the zone of consolidation that we're in? Does it want to give us a continuation? Those are all questions that you have to make sure you have written down on your journal. And when you look through these pairs, you have to make sure that you're able to answer those questions. If you can't answer those questions, then there's nothing to trade. Right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high, higher low. Gave us a higher high, didn't really give us a valid break. It was just that one candle, right? And it seems like price gave us that valid break at the end of the session. We had 3 days of rise. We had a gap in the market to start off the week. Resets the trend, gave us another day of rise. Right, so right now, I'm gonna update the lows. So we know that we're trading between this higher low over here. And the highs are pretty much still gonna be over here. We don't have a set high just yet, so I'm not gonna move my 30-minute line, but we'll be patient with Euro USD. I like the fact that we're trading above the 800. I like the fact that we're breaking above these highs. Euro USD could give us something solid for this week to see if it just wants to continue this trend. Again, pretty much stuck in a lower time frame zone of consolidation. DOP USD, yo, you said that you were going to turn the stream on today and go over DOP USD, and you never did that. So yo, I saw today supposedly one person died over there in DR because of that hurricane that was passing you guys. But my question is how? That shit didn't even hit you guys. I looked at the radar today. Like, as soon as I saw that news, I looked at the radar and I'm like, bro, that missed DR completely. So how the hell did one person die because of the hurricane? Category 5 in Jamaica, bro. That shit's crazy. This is the hardest hurricane that's hit Jamaica since 1988. 1988 category 4 hit. And they're getting hit with a cat 5 straight to the dome. Straight to stop loss, yo, facts, yo. Dude, nah, yo, Jamaicans aren't real though. I'm fucking so convinced. There's some dudes live streaming in Jamaica on TikTok. I saw that shit before I got home. We'll take a little break here to talk about this, bro. They were live streaming. They were right on the coast. This huge ass wave hit, right? Like crazy wave. Yo, and you just hear all three, like there was three of these motherfuckers, and all three of them, Bumble Clap, bro. That shit, I was dying, bro. That shit was straight comedy, bro. Those fucking Jamaicans are not real, bro. I'm convinced. DOPUSD, add DOPUSD. You said you were going to add DOPUSD, and you said you were gonna turn the stream on and do DOPUSD, and you never did it. You haven't done it. I'm not gonna do your homework for you. What the fuck is DOPUSD? Been talking about this shit for weeks. Yo, we've been talking about this shit for months, for years, for years. Since the first day I did the session, this motherfucker came into the chat, DOPUSD, and my stupid ass really did it. Fucking opened up the chart, wasn't even real candlesticks. Looked like pieces of candy on the chart. You know when you go into like the stock options, the chart on the stocks, you go to the 1 minute time frame, it's not even real candlesticks printing. We need that. Hmm. Real talk, you know what Kendo needs? Kendo needs a week in Las Serenas with you. After the shit that I just seen on his chart, he needs a week over there with you. Fuck the girl. Fuck the girl's mom. He needs to go alone. He needs to go over there and just take a week and go spend a week off the charts and come back refreshed. This guy's too much in his head, man. You gotta put some sauce. I don't even know, bro. You gotta book that flight right now, bro. You got the money. Flights are mad cheap. Everything over there is mad cheap. You can go over there with 500 bones, bro. Go over there with 500 bones for a week, and you're chilling. He said, wash your hands. Where is it? Yo. Oh, I wash your hands after you flush. I got 400 in flight credit. Yo, book your flight. I'm telling you, before the year ends. Like right, I'm not even lying. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Kendall, you need it, bro. Like, you need a mental, you need a mental break. You need some time to get off the fucking charts, right? The only time you'll be on your charts when you're over there is at 7 p.m. That's it, and in the morning. After that, get out of the house, right? Book the flight. You're gonna book your flight from O'Hare Airport to SDQ, right? Once you land at SDQ, you're gonna you're gonna go take a bus from SDQ to Las Terrenas, right? That fucking bus is $15. Probably not even. I think it was $10. Well, once you get over there, Mr. E is gonna be waiting for you, yo, in his motoconchi. He's gonna be waiting for you on the two-wheeler, yo. Fuck it. He's gonna bring the ATV so you could hug him from the back. No pause. He's gonna tell you hold on tight. He's gonna hold on to your luggage. Cause you should have seen what we fucking did when we were over there. We carried a fucking 20-foot canvas. Fucking. He's gonna have you on the ATV. You're gonna pass some sketchy ass mountains, but you fit right in, so it's okay. I don't fit in, but you do. And just live life for a week, yo, because you need it. That's all I gotta say is you need it. You gonna feel something on his back, yo. All right, all right. You off to a bad start talking about how you don't wash your hands after you flush. Nah, I don't really wash my hands like that. It's good. The bacteria is good. It builds character. It builds character, man. You don't need to wash your hands every single time you go to the bathroom. I do be in my head, man. I be focusing on being present. I know. I already know, bro, because I went through the same thing. Trust me, I already know how it is. You want to see things before it happens. But that's just not how it works. That's not how it works. You gotta see it happen before it happens, but you have to wait for it to happen first. That's all it is. Physical activity is the only thing that helps me with not being in my head. That stretch sounded crazy. Sorry, man. You know how it be sometimes. How to get stretched out, if you know what I mean. Yo, how far back are you on the stream? Because there's no way. When the hell did I stretch? I stretched literally the first 5 minutes of the stream. You gotta be watching the recording of this already. I'm already done streaming. You're watching the recording. This isn't even live anymore. Where is the PUJ airport? I don't fucking know. PUJ? What's PUJ? Like, you see what I'm talking about? I'm talking about O'Hare Airport and SDQ. And this guy's talking about PUJ. Oh, Punta Cana. Yeah, no, don't go over there, bro. I already told you. Why are you going to America in another country? You gotta go to SDQ. That's it. Go to SDQ. Or you go to ASX, I think. That's Samana. I think that's Samana, right? ASX? Something like that? Is it far from SDQ? Yeah, I mean Punta Cana's all the way on the east coast of SDQ. SDQ is not right in the middle, but it's in the middle. Samana ASX, yeah. Yeah, no, you'll have to book your flight into. I mean, see if there's a flight to ASX to Samana. There isn't none from here from Florida, but shit, check to see if you got any flights going over there. It might be a lot more expensive if you go to that airport though. SDQ would be the one to go to. It's an hour and a half, 2 hour bus ride. Goes by pretty quick. You go through all the mountains, no traffic. Traffic in the city for the first 15 minutes. After you pass the city, that's it. It's just you're coasting. Bus got Wi-Fi. What's the date? Whatever day you want to go. Just make sure it's not December. Make sure it's not the end of December. Why not? You'll miss E, bro. He won't be there. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know his plans for this year, but usually he's not home for or he's not over there for the last week of December up until New Year. Yeah, he's gonna be here with me. Fuck it, book your flight to Orlando. Nah, don't come here. Book your flight to fucking DR, bro. I'm telling you. Leave the 26th and come back the 31st. Man, that's a quick visit, man. Stay for another week, please. I don't even know what he said. January 31st. Yeah, December 31st. New Year's here in the O, my fam. So what am I, man? Am I not fam enough? Word, Mixters is gonna be there. Yo, he's supposed to be going over there when? He's moving over there in November? Couple weeks? See, now I really gotta go over there in December. But now I really gotta book my flight to go over there. Fucking go bother the both of y'all. Was looking at cribs for him. He staying close, like he's gonna stay close to you, or is he gonna be? Last time we spoke, you said he was staying like an hour from you guys, assuming that that first place didn't fall through. Mi casa, tu casa. Hell yeah. No, bro, don't come to Orlando. You're not listening, Kendall. Go to DR. Go to DR, bro. I'm telling you. He's moving to La Serena for the first 6 months. Yeah, that's gonna be fire. Yo, he's not gonna leave. That's the problem. That's gonna be the problem. He's gonna be over there for 6 months, and they're not gonna want to leave. Especially Kathy. Yo, she's gonna be chilling over there, fucking living life with the kids. Yeah, I could only imagine them. Yeah, the Orlando flights are mad expensive. Um, during Christmas time as well here. Man. Damn, bro. I said I was gonna do this stream in 30 minutes. It's been 47. This is what happens. We got off topic. GA. Let's keep going, guys. GA, we are in PKI territory. PKI territory. I'm not gonna be trading it until we get our change of character, break of structures back down to the bottom side. We finished off on a weaker drop. We still have that gap at the top of the market. Price gave us a change of character back down to the bottom side. So we're gonna update this. And once again, especially for those watching the recording, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section, or feel free to message me on Discord. If anybody watching has any questions, let me know. If not, this is where I'm gonna start putting on my racing boots, and we're gonna get through this in the next 15 minutes because I don't feel like staying here for another hour on stream, repeating the same thing that we said yesterday. We still don't have a set load just yet, so we'll keep this here. Hotel car rental prices go crazy. Or you have a great time and not be expensive. He said bye then. What the fuck? Yeah, that's crazy. Oh man, yo, why don't you go to Epic Universe? Buy the pass to Epic Universe. Oh, you already went to Epic Universe, where? Never mind. I forgot you did that already. Fuck it, go to Epic Universe again. Oh, Epic was whack? Not good. Never mind then. 300 bucks there and back, that's not bad. We have to go again though, the HP ride was closed. Yeah, you guys went too early. Yo, but now that other ride is still closed. That yellow ride, the big one, is still closed. Yeah, 300 is not bad at all. I mean, we're kind of spoiled here in Florida, Miami, especially Miami. Because we could get those flights for 120, 150 on a good day. on a good month. But for December, yeah, 300 is not bad at all. Damn, bro, they're cooking fish again. I'm gonna burn the house down. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I'm telling you, people would not want me to be president. The first law I would put in place: it is illegal for people to cook fish inside their homes. If you are caught, fuck if you're being caught. There's going to be cameras placed on your stove. If you are caught cooking fish inside your house, you're going to jail. Prison. You're going to prison forever. You're not getting out. No bond, nothing. No visitation rights. You're in there. Solitary confinement. People would not want me to be president. I'd go fucking nuts. That's for November. Is still not bad. Yeah, 300 is mad cheap. Yeah, because you got to think about it. Everybody's going back to DR. Fuck. All the families and shit be flying in and out of DR pretty much mid-November up until the end of the start of January. That's when all those flights are hella expensive. So 300 is not bad at all. Put a VPN on and change your location. Change it to Brazil. You'll get cheaper flights. Supposedly, don't quote me on that. That's just something that I saw. November 28th through the 30th, I'll be in Cabaret. Whoa. Yo, this guy kinda always talking about wanting to go to Thailand. I already know why he wants to go to Thailand, right? He wants to fucking cuddle with the Hishis. I already know how it is. You don't gotta continue to advertise that, my brother. Keep that to yourself. He wanna go to Thailand. Hey yo, yo, what do they call them over there? The the Hishis. It's called the girl boys. Yeah, he fuck with them girl boys. He said you a girl boy. All right. Okay, let's keep going. GCAD, we are in level 3 on an uptrend. We're looking for price to reach our previous peak highs at these highs over here. Price in this area, a little consolidation, but as we've been stating for the last couple streams, we could still see higher high, higher high, and higher high. So that's good. Right, at this point, we got a higher high. We're looking for a higher low to be set. Once that higher low is set, and once we could start seeing higher highs and higher lows forming once again, that's when I'll start looking to take these trades. We're in a pretty big zone on the 30-minute time frame. Right, price came down, gave us a change of character all the way to the bottom side, never broke these lows, never broke these highs until we got up to here. Right, and we could see we had little internal higher highs and higher lows, which would be on the 5-minute, 1-minute time frame. On the 30-minute, I'm not going to mark it as higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher. We're just going to mark this all as the same area. And we can see how price is reacting to it. Right, price is still going down. Once again, this is the higher low point that we're looking for. So could price continue to go steeper and give us a steeper pullback back down to the bottom? Absolutely. We'll continue to keep an eye on price. As soon as we start seeing higher highs and higher lows on the 5-minute, on the 1-minute time frame, that's when I'll start looking to take these trades. We had 3, 4, 5, 6 days where price was pushing down to the bottom, and then today price gave us a no net. Price opened with a gap, came down pretty quick, filled the gap up, came back up to the top side. Long luxurious hair. Didn't you say you like your hair pulled? Alright. Yo, why are we talking about me right now? Like this is the thing. This is where you guys start fucking it up. Like not at one point did I say anything about myself. I never put myself in this conversation. We were talking about you and E. I'm not part of this conversation. I was never intended to be in this conversation. So why are we talking about me? Yo. Oh my fuck. He says I'm out of here. Yeah, yeah. You gotta think twice before saying yeah to this guy going over there. He can't step foot in your house. Some wild ass shit that he be saying. Dodging the question. I'm not dodging nothing. I'm simply pleading the fifth. That's all I could do. I plead the fifth. I don't be saying shit. Yo, read the chat again. If this is you not saying nothing, I could only fucking imagine. Alright. That shit never came out. That I never said such a diabolical thing, bro. I'm a man of God. You know, whatever they say, bro. Marriage first, bro. I don't be doing none of that. I don't be doing none of that dirty stuff you guys be talking about all the time. I'm not into that. You said you don't even believe in that. All right, bro. Don't say that, bro. You start saying that shit out loud, then all of a sudden a fucking thunderstorm is gonna come brewing in, and I'm gonna get hit by lightning. GJ, yo, we didn't go over GJ yesterday. Why didn't you tell me? We skipped over GJ for some reason. My EuroCAD TP just got hit. Why didn't you call out the signal, bro? That's where you start fucking up. You always take trades by yourself, yo. You never say, yo, take EuroCAD. Like, look at Muhammad last week. He was looking at the stream. He was watching the stream at 2 in the morning. And I caught gold. You know what he put in the fucking Discord? Nah, he's criminal for that. I'm not gonna lie. But he was like, yo, fucking thank you for the signal. Like, yo, first of all, I never gave you a signal, but you were there on the stream. But don't say it was a signal. That's criminal. Join the Sunday session. Yo, is that you did that session at the worst time? You did the session while I was doing the session. Please explain that one. Not only that, but Albert was watching the stream and he was like, yo, E is, or I told him, like, yo, E is streaming in the Discord. Go watch. He's like, nah, I want to finish watching this first. And I'm like, brother, because he had a question for you too. And I told him, I'm like, yo, go ask him the question before he leaves because you know that you don't know when the next time it is that you're gonna go see him. This session is recorded. Go to the Discord, go ask him the question, and then come back here if I'm still streaming. Beavis and Butthead, I don't do sessions. Alright. I was marking much. I went over that. Albert and Adrian was on it. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Adrian was the first one there. I saw that. They have a new notebook filled with notes. Good, bro. I started I kind of bitched at Albert a little bit. Not really bitched at him, but I kind of went off a little bit because he had asked me a question in the stream, and I'm like, brother, like this is like the 10th time you've asked me this question, and I told him the same thing you used to tell us. Like, yo, you asking me the same fucking questions. I know you don't have this shit written down in your notebook. Get a fucking notebook and write down what it is that I'm about to say. So I'm glad they got. I'm glad that they got notebooks filled again. As they should, man. As they should. I told him you can't ask me about 1, 2, 3 pushes on my entries. That you gonna spaz out on me? Yo, please, please. And I'm glad nobody asked me about the 1, 2, 3 with the last trade one of the last trades that I took on the internal. Nobody asked me. I'm like, perfect. I don't have to explain it. I'm not gonna explain that. There's no point, bro. There's no point. There's no point. That's like us skipping steps. And then not only skipping steps, but we already know how it is. We go ahead and we show it to them, and they're gonna start looking at 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 everywhere on their chart. Yo, they're gonna go into the 30-minute time frame, and they're gonna start seeing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and fucking they're gonna take every trade that they quote unquote see on the chart. They're gonna have 9 stop losses and 1 TP, talking about, yo, this shit doesn't work. I'm like, all right, bro. Like we want to talk about 1 2 3 pushes on the 5 minute, 1 minute time frame where you can't even see it on the daily. How? How, Sway? How, Sway? It don't make sense. If you don't see it on the daily, yo, you have no business even going to the 30 minute. You have no business going into the lower time frame. No point if I'm still getting cooked because of structure, bro. You got cooked. I'm not gonna lie. You got cooked. Yeah, I don't want to make you feel bad, cause again, it happens. Like I'm not gonna make you feel bad for that trade. But if I were to make you feel bad about that trade, you already know what I'd say. That shit wasn't even an aggressive entry. That was just that's what we called an impulse entry, a manipulation entry. The market makers induced you into getting into that trade. That's not even an aggressive trade. That was you got faked out. You got scammed. That's really what that trade was. It was an inducement trade. The market makers induced you into getting to that trade. They made you feel like you had to click a button, and you clicked it, and they fucking got you. What pair? It was a. Oh, you put out the chat. Yeah, AU. But again, like the crazy thing is that no, like on a real note, like I know why you got into the trade. Like I know that feeling. I'm pretty sure we all do, right? We've all gone through the motion of thinking that we see what we see and just taking the trade and watching that shit go straight to stop loss. Right? Like I know that feeling. And I know that feeling especially when you're taking trades when you don't have any mental clarity. Right? And I'm not going to put your business out there. I'm not going to say shit on stream. You already know. But with everything that you have going on, with everything this past week, and the things that you want to accomplish, and we see it all the time. Like, I'm on social media. And I'll give you an example. We don't even have to use you as an example. Right? TJR. For the last week, right? TJR, the trader. For the last week, what have we seen on social media? Everybody bashing him. Everybody talking shit to him. Saying that he's a fake ass trader. Right? What does that do to a person's ego? Oh, I'm a bad trader. I'm going to show you. I'm going to fucking take $1 million profit trade this week. Right? How emotional do you think TJR was this week? And this is only Monday and he's already down $500,000. Right? Because again, we understand that mental psychology, when you're not in check with yourself, like the moment that you start feeling like you have to prove something to somebody, you're gonna go wrong. Because now you're not taking trades based on your setup. Right? You're taking trades now just to take them to prove to somebody that you know what you're doing. And I will say this about myself. The reason why I am so competitive with myself in trading is not just because of my past. It's not because it's in my nature. But because in the beginning of trading, when I was trading demo, I realized that I would get in my head, like I would get in my own head trying to do better than the last trade that I took. Right? I would go on a win streak and then I would blow it. Right? Or there's something that needs to be paid and I would go fucking stupid on the charts. All of a sudden I forgot how to trade. But that's because I'm not trading anymore based on what I see on the charts. I'm now just trying to trade to make the money. right? And that's where what I've always said, right? I've told you before, I told Booba before, especially Booba, which is like, yo, in your early stages of trading, and for Booba's a little bit different because he's been doing it for 8 years, or 6 years, or 7 years, whatever the case is. You can't you can't put yourself in a situation where trading is your only source of income before trading is your source of income. Meaning, you can't quit a job when you have bills to pay, right? And again, in other examples with Booba, right? He a grown ass man. He has his rent, he has his car, he has his insurance, he has food, etc., etc., etc. He has bills to pay, right? You can't quit your job that's the job that's literally giving you the money to pay for the bills that you need to say that you're gonna go trade before you're profitable, right? Because not only are you not profitable, but there's not a switch that's gonna get turned on all of a sudden that's gonna make you profitable because that's what you want to do, right? If anything, is gonna create more pressure. And yeah, at the end of the day, there's people who can fight with the pressure and they perform better with the pressure, but there's other people who just can't do it, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But there's a level of stress that trading already has, to the point where if you start adding more unnecessary stress to the charts, more unnecessary pressure onto the charts, everything is going to go left. And that's mainly why I said, and I was dead ass, like, yo, you have to go somewhere. If you don't want to go to DR, you don't have to go to DR. If you want to go somewhere else, go do it, whatever. You have to take a break. Take a step back. When you're on vacation, take a week vacation, right? Get on a schedule. Get on your charts at 6:30 in the morning. From 6:30 in the morning up until 10:30, 11 a.m., be on the charts. From 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., go do whatever the fuck you want to do that has nothing to do with the charts. And then from 7 p.m. to 8:30, 9 p.m., get back on the charts, and that's it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep from fucking 9:30, 10 p.m. all the way till 6 in the morning. Go get your 9 hours of sleep, your 10 hours of sleep, whatever it is. I don't know how to do math. What's from 9 to 6? 9 9 is 12, 6 9 is 3, 12 minus 3. 9 hours. Go get your 9 hours of sleep and do the same thing. And you'll come back and you'll be feeling so much better. The market maker's not sleeping. That is a fact. That is a fact though. These motherfuckers do not sleep. Trade, trade, trade. All day. Not me. Man, I sleep. I need my sleep. When I don't get my sleep, I get cranky. I get a little cranky wanky when I don't sleep. I don't like it. Or I hate it this week. Let me tell you. I don't know how you do it. I don't know if you've been in the stream when I've said this. I don't know how the fuck you do it. Oh, you did. You told me you take naps. I don't know how you do it, bro. These last 2 weeks that I've been up, I can't. So, I figured it out, though. I got my schedule. I can't do it continuously. Like, for example, what I was saying in the beginning of the stream, like, I didn't stay up Sunday, Monday because we have FOMC in the end of the week, so we already knew that market wasn't really gonna move that much this week or in the beginning of the week, right? So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna stay awake. Today I'm gonna do it, right? I'm gonna do it today, but I can't fucking do it again tomorrow. There's no way. I can't do it tomorrow. If I stay up till 3 in the morning today, and then I wake up at 7, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I could function. But once 8 p.m. hits tomorrow, that's it. I just can't. I'm crashing out. I get angry. I start snapping at people. I've never seen that. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm not fucking. That's all you. I'll miss Wednesday. I'll do it again Thursday. There's no way. I can't do it back to back to back days, bro. I'd crack. I'd get cracked by the market makers if I do that. There's no fucking way. Sunday, Monday, take fill guys of the day's weekly high or low set. I just need the fucking government to wake the fuck up, man. I need them to open up them doors, yo, so I could go back to my regular trading hours. Cause yo, I'll leave those demon hours, bro. Like that's what it is. Like you guys are used to that. I'm not. I'm not used to being up at that time. Like unless I'm drinking at the club en el mojito, drinking those rainbow shots, I could be up at 3, 4 in the morning and do it again the next day. Well, being here on my chair, nah. I'd go fucking nuts. I would get cracked by the market makers. I'm not doing it. I can't. I tried it already. That's what I used to do. I can't. I did it for what, a month straight while I was over there. Nah, fuck that. I'll leave the adults to doing that, man. I'm not an adult. I'm still growing. I need my sleep. I need my sleep to be able to get my bones to grow. Go to the club, be back by 2 a.m. Get on the charts and stay out. Nah. Sleep in the afternoon. Nah, I can't function like that. See, I was doing it backwards. I was getting home from the club, going to sleep, and waking up at 6 in the morning. You ain't never seen no animal like me, bro. I know it. You were so impressed. You were like, yo, this guy really does grind. You need to sleep for your hair to grow. Exactly. If I don't sleep, you should have seen my fucking hair last week. Where I was taking a shower, my hair was falling out. I'm like, nah, man. This is not healthy. And then as soon as I recovered and went back to sleep, hair was glowing. Say, yeah. That's what I like to see here. I got the who is it that has hair like that? The Disney, the Rapunzel? I don't know. I don't know movies like that. Is it Rapunzel? I hope it's Rapunzel. Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, GJ, we're in an uptrend. Dude, I really don't want to do this anymore. Man, adding more lines. More lines to the chart that I already added lines to. Market makers do not want me to be sane anymore. Like, yo, we're gonna delete all his lines, so he has to add them again. Yo, could we get an indicator, please? Could you get that made? Like, right now? Please? Because I don't know what happened to the indicator that we first had when we first got on TradingView that had this correct, and then all of a sudden, it just didn't work anymore. And, now I just add these lines manually on the 4 hour. I'm out there for a art. No problem. Rapunzel, let down your hair. What indicator? The 4 hour one for the lines, the separators. Like my daily separators are fine. Like my daily separators are good. Right? It's just the 4 hour that's fucked up. You have it? Send it to me. Is it the same one that we used in the beginning of when we first got on TradingView, or is it a different one? The one you use in TradingView default? I don't use any of them. I just do this. But this only works on the 30 minute. On the 4 hour is incorrect. Right? Because if you go here and you do this on the 4 hour, it's just a whole bunch of lines. It's just the 30-minute lines are showing up on the 4 hour. So I manually added these lines on the 4 hour and on the daily. The daily is easy. I don't care about the daily. It's just the first of the month every line. Send you a pic. Alright. I'll add that when I'm done with the charts here. GJ gave us a 372 on the third day, which was today. Gave us that third day rise. It gave us the change, it gave us the break. The break of structure happened here, right? We got the retest, and then we had the continuation from the Friday closing time to Monday, and we just continued that push to the top side. I was looking for an entry, but 3 or 4 in the morning, shit was not moving the way it needed to. It's a whole bunch of fake outs, which is all good. We had the break here, so we had higher high. Right, then price gave us higher low, then gave us higher high back to the top side. So we're trading between this higher high over here. So we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And these lows down here. Yo, you know what you should turn on? Justin Bieber is streaming on Twitch right now. You'd fuck with that heavy. But I gotta give you the settings. Send me the picture of the settings. Man, we take so much time to do this. It's already been an hour and 20 minutes. I'm starting to really despise doing these sessions, I'm not gonna lie. Not really despise it. That's not the word I want to use. It's just very time consuming for something that only takes 15 minutes. I'd be fucking taking 2 hours to do this shit now. I gotta go back to my Speedy Gonzalez. My Speedy Gonzalez ways. I can get on the session, I'm done in 20 minutes. See y'all tomorrow. I've really come up a long way, huh? From doing 20-minute sessions to 2 hours. I'm starting to look like you now. Stop complaining, get to the charts. Alright. Sure. And use still in the zone of consolidation at the lower low. No continuations. Lower low, we're looking for a lower high to be set. Where are we? A2. And where are we on the daily? Okay, cool. We finished on a weaker rise. We still have a gap in the market. Price gave us lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character, higher low, then higher high, then higher low, and then this higher high over here that gave us the break here. So we're trading higher high, higher low, and I'm gonna use that red wick at the bottom, but I'm going to use the body of this green candle here just so we can have a little bit of a range, a little area, just a nice little area. And we're trading between higher high, higher low, and higher high over here. Same thing, I'm going to use the red wick from here, and I'm going to use the body or the top of the wick from this green candle here just so we can have a little area. And then we had a day of no net on Friday, and then today price gave us another day of no net. Yo, I got a sty in my eye. What ask ya Frazy if matter of fact, FaceTime me. I talked 2 hours about the chart. Yo, so do I. That's the issue that I'm having now, is that I'm turning into you. I turn on the charts and I'm ranting about the charts. Wash your hands after you flush. Alright, bro. Whatever. Okay, but what do you do after that? Like, that's already something. That's a way to avoid it. All right, we didn't avoid it. We're fucked. We caught it. How do we get rid of it? Stop talking to me about the past. That's the remedy. You talking about your hair? Yo, I need to get this fucking sty out of my eye. Is what I need, bro. This shit's mad uncomfortable. This is the second time I've had a sty in my eye, and I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable. Okay, but that's because you started the conversation. That's, you see what I'm saying? When the sessions are all calm and you're not here interrupting, talking about shihis, we talk about trading and we talk about, Drew Banks and the bullshit trades that everybody else be taking and TJR losing 500K and but now that you're here, now we're talking about my hair and all this other bullshit. What I ate, yo, I actually ate real good today. Ate a falafel for lunch. I went to this Mediterranean spot that I found. It was a little sketchy, but I'm like, yo, I really want a falafel. But what really hurt was the price, man. Every time. Yo, the same plate over there, right next to the house, $7. Probably not even. I don't even think it was $7. I think it was like $5, $6. Over here, this shit was fucking $12. Send me the link to the Justin. Hey. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was fire. I was watching the stream when I got home. He turned it off already. He was like, it was pretty much like in a studio and shit. Um, I was watching like 20 minutes of it, and it was them just recording, like making beats. And motherfucker got on the mics, started going crazy. It's like, wow. DOPUSD, that's what you need to speak about. All right. And again, guys, as always, these last couple pairs here, US 30 down, pretty much up until US oil. Whoa, I forgot you were in the Discord. That shit scared me. Oh, what's good, Mackie? Um, Pretty much these pairs up until oil, I'm not going to be trading them. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna definitely real quick. Hold on. Oh, you muted. Alright, cool. Um, Pretty much just gonna be updating this. If I see anything here, then we'll speak about it. But that's pretty much it for this week's session, guys. Let me see. Did we finish on a no net or did we finish on a drop? How did this candle open? There was a few pairs that we updated on the 4 hour because price ended up giving us a rise instead of a no net or a no net instead of a move. Damn, this is very close. Where we at? Is it touching? Is it touching the line? It might be touching the line. It is touching, okay. So we finished on a no net here. So let's update this real quick. Weekly no net. 30-minute time frame. We had higher high, higher low, higher high. Then price gave us a change of characters. Back down to the bottom. I'm not going to update the 30-minute lows just yet. I'm going to wait for price to give us a valid break to give us that confirmation of whether or not price wants to continue these downtrend pushes. But at this moment, I like the fact that we're sitting on the 800 EMA. Price is still respecting the 800. We're still inducing these lows as well. So could we continue to see UCAD push back to the top side? It could happen. So we'll be patient with it. USDZR is another one that I am not currently trading. We're just going to skip over this one. Pretty much very similar to UCAD. Gold is another one. We have a gap at the beginning of the week as well on the 5-minute time frame. 30-minute, looks like a filled it, but again, if you zoom into the candle, right? Green candle, damn. Green candle finished up here. We opened that candle down here. Price came up, just filled the gap at the bottom, but again, we still have these gaps at the top because the price opened up here, right? So we still have a few pips, right? We have 43 pips that's still left to be filled. And if you go down to the 5-minute to 1-minute time frame, that's where you'll see this gap over here. So we'll add the gap line to gold, and this is a 5-minute gap. We'll go to the 30-minute. Price gave us a change of character, lower low. We're inducing these lows. We still don't have a valid break. Right, we had the first candle, which was this one. Then none of these candles have closed. Oh yeah, the opening candle did. Okay, so we do have a valid break here on gold for the bottom. So we have the change, we have the break, we have 2 days of drop. We're below the 800 EMA, right? EMA's all crossed below the 800 as well. So we'll be patient with gold. Um, what is this? The 4-hour bottom, or is it a daily? No, it's a 4-hour bottom. Right. So we could say there's a little like extended shoulder, head, shoulder. I'll be waiting to see what price wants to do at these lows. If price respects these lows and then gives us higher highs and higher lows, we know we could take these trades back to the top side to continue that uptrend push that we're looking at on gold. Pretty much just price giving us a higher high going into a higher low. I would also like to see the 50 EMA a little bit closer to the price on the daily time frame. If price gives us a valid break of these lows, then I'll be a little bit more comfortable saying that yeah, we have the change, we have the valid break, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. And then that's when I'll start looking to take these trades back down to the bottom. But for right now, I'm gonna be just a little patient. Again, daily time frame, 4-hour time frame, we have a little extended shoulder, head, shoulder. This could be a fake double top to start faking traders out. Make them believe that when we're looking at structure, right? A lot of people are looking at this as, oh, double top, we have the break. We're gonna get the retest to continue, right? And I'm almost 100% sure that once price does this move and does the fake outs, this is where all the traders, wrong tool. This is where all the traders are gonna get faked out. All the sellers, all the people in those sell positions, they're gonna enter this trade here, and price is just gonna reverse, continue that uptrend push to just continue the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low that we have on the higher time frames. So we want to be careful with gold. It's still a pair that's very highly manipulated at the moment. It's too much going on, right? And again, you go see the people who are taking trades on gold, and they're all losing, right? Everybody started off this week in negative profits, right? TJR 500K. You have the owner of a prop firm negative 30K already for the day, for the week. Then you have Jumper, man. Then you got Jumper. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. Bitcoin gave us a change of character back to the top side, and then oil still in this little zone of consolidation. Price gave us higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low. So I am gonna mark this now. I didn't mark this on Sunday. I wanted to wait for the market to open before I did anything with oil. And I'll be looking for price to give me a break here to continue these downtrend pushes back down to the bottom. So we'll be patient with oil. If oil gives us these moves, then we'll be looking to take these trades by the end of Tuesday up until the end of the week. So that's pretty much it for today, team. Any questions, let me know. Anything else you guys want me to go over? Anything you want me to explain? Any other specific pairs you guys want me to go over? Let me know. If not, that's it, and we'll be back tomorrow morning for the live trading session. Very big possibility I'll be trading London tonight, or Asia going into London. So if I do decide to trade tonight, I'll turn the stream on. Do the same thing we did last week. That's this week or today's session. You done for the week? My bad. Today's session. I'm tired, man. My bad. We need the entry from you. All right, yeah. I'll be live tonight then. If I'm on the charts, I'll be live on the stream. DOPUSD, yo, I'm not doing DOPUSD. You said you were gonna do DOPUSD. I'm letting you do that fucking chart. You're the one that's gonna do that chart. Next time you're in the Discord, next time you update your charts, I better see you do DOPUSD. I'm not touching that pair. That's all you. And I'm gonna call you because I'm dead ass. Like, my eye hurts, man. I might be dying. Yeah, I might be dying, yo. Look. Yo, you just asked. I'm a viewer. I came and I sit down for 2 hours to watch your damn class. Uh huh. Ask me what pair I want. Yaguibiri! Hi. Yo. Yo, no. I'm letting you go over DOPUSD. Oh, what do you have? Let me see. Yo, but as the admin of the stream. Hi, how are you? Damn. Yo, espérate, póngmela. I didn't, but that was so long ago already. Are you still sad that I didn't go for your birthday? Okay, I'm sorry. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.